about a stool, a simple, something for you to look at, for you to vision, see it in your mind, and understand what used to be. So this stool, talking about retirement, in the years past, used to be very strong, very sturdy. The retirement stool used to have 3 strong legs. Anybody, regardless to their weight or whatever, can sit on the stool and feel comfortable sitting on it. So the 3 legs, we used to have a savings. Today, the average American family has less than $4,000 saved in the bank. That is a problem when you are looking to go into retirement. So you can see that the savings is no longer there. It used to be there. So this stool is becoming very, very shaky. The second leg used to be company pensions. There was a day that everyone in America that had a job just looked forward to the day when they will retire. Why? Because they will get company pension. Today, ladies and gentlemen, companies are not giving pensions. They are actually moving away from pensions. They are saying that it costs too much, okay? And what they are actually getting you to do is to get the 401k, get the 403bs. Don't worry if you don't understand these terms. I will get to it. I have a slide to explain that for you. But these companies now are telling you to go save for your own retirement. Okay, so you're not getting that. So now you got 2 legs that are crumbling on your retirement stool. The last one left, Social Security. Everybody used to look forward. Hey, you know what? When I get to 65, I'm going to collect my Social Security. But ladies and gentlemen, look, back in the 1940s, there used to be, for one retiree that was collecting Social Security benefits, there were 40 workers, 40 employees that were working and putting money into Social Security pot to make sure that one employee will collect. Today, there has been a shift. There is an imbalance because for every one employee that is collecting Social Security right now, only 3 workers are putting money into the pot. So the government is actually fighting to sustain Social Security because of the big imbalance, because of the shift of what is happening. So I can tell you right now, this is no longer, personal savings, Social Security, companies paying you a pension. This is no longer something that you can depend on. So what do? Well, here's what Benjamin Franklin says. If you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. And I think most of you have heard this before. And I think most of you, when you got your jobs, whether you be a teacher, whether you be a nurse, whatever you're doing, you're working very hard. You might be a bus driver. You might just be a fireman, a policeman. You put your life at risk. You work very hard. And the hope is all this work that I'm doing, this company is going to reward me at the end of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, look, you have got to be asking yourself questions now. How much do I need? How can I get my retirement going? How can I do it for myself? Where do I start? How do I make that plan? These are the things that we want to make sure that we help you with tonight. And there are 5 things that I want to share with you really quickly before we go proper into retirement planning. I want you to understand that even before you get deep into your retirement plan, there are 5 things that you need to understand, you need to learn, right? This is a class on education. So you want to understand the life cycles. That's number 1. And all of us go through 4 cycles in our life. The first cycle is the foundation. This is where, and by the way, the reason why you are learning about the life cycles is because you need to ask yourself, where am I in this cycle? Am I in stage 1, 2, 3, or 4? Well, I know you're nothing for, okay, because legacy stage, you're no longer here, right? You're in the grave. So are you in one, two, or three right now? So the foundation stage, this is the stage where if you're really young, you're now starting up your career, your life as an adult, and you say to yourself, woo, this is how I'm going to make my money. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to study to be a teacher. I'm going to be a bus driver. I'm going to be an accountant. Whatever you decide, that's the foundation stage. Now, by the way, some people start over in life, and it's okay to do that. I've known people who start over in life. So even though you might have gone to school and did something as a career, you may be starting over a new career. You're going to be in that foundation stage as long as you are deciding, this is how I'm going to earn my money for retirement. And then you have stage number 2. That's the amassment stage. I think it is actually most important. Why? That's the stage when you begin saving, you begin growing your money, right? You begin protecting your money, you begin accumulating money, having a really good savings, knowing where you're going to invest it, understanding how much you're going to get at retirement, and all that sort of thing. That's the amassment stage. Most of you, by the way, that's where you are right now. And therefore, you should be like going in the fastest gear that you can go to start accumulating funds, because you are moving closer and closer to stage 3 of your life, which is, or the life cycle, the retirement stage. At the retirement stage, this is where you are no longer working. So I know that some people, you might be retirement age, but you're still working. If you are retirement age and you're still working, you're still in stage 2. Okay. It is only when you get to the point where you says, I'm not working anymore. I'm actually retired. No more getting up and going out doing 9 to 5. No more getting out and opening up my business. You are actually retired. So you know that that source of income, the big source of income that you're making in stage 2, is no longer coming. At the retirement stage, you want to be extremely careful. If some of you have already gotten to that stage where you're no longer working, you've got to watch every cent. This is why we put the dollar signs into some hands for you. You have to learn how to hold on to your money. You cannot waste it, because as you continue to live longer, which is what I hope that you hope, that we all would live longer, then you don't want to run out of what you have. So you want to make sure that you treat it with precious gloves, and you take care of it. That's the retirement stage. The last stage, of course, we are no longer here. That's the legacy stage. Whatever we accumulated in stage 2, whatever is left over in cycle 3, we would pass that on to the next generation, to our heirs, to our beneficiaries. That will pass on to them. So we want you to understand this, because I want you to say to yourself, where am I in the scale of things? Because when you understand that and you see how much years you have left, it tells you exactly, how hard you have to work, how fast you have to work, how smart you have to work, and make sure that you're doing what is right with your money.